Hey fellas, and welcome back to With a Y. Today I have a weird one for you. Are you guys familiar with like the concept of Dictator Gaming, like as a YouTube channel name? Are you also familiar with the face of this man, Bashar al-Assad? If you guys don't know, this was the former president of Syria, and he led a absolutely brutal regime for like basically the entirety of my life. I'm talking like war crimes on war crimes. He has a section on his Wikipedia page about his war crimes that also links to several other Wikipedia articles that detail the specifics of his war crimes. And he's like the second in the al-Assad lineage to rule Syria. He took up after his dad before him, and then late last year he got forced out of office and he fled to Russia, where he has been ever since. I trust me, I'm going somewhere with this, but there was a lot of speculation on what exactly was going to become of him, because if he's not in power, Putin doesn't like really have a lot of use for him. Like, he was propping him up in Syria because it was politically convenient for Putin to have Syria controlled by someone he had under his thumb. Some people were like, is the guy going to get killed? Like, what's the deal here? Well, we found out what he has apparently been getting up to in the day since. Bashar al-Assad now lives quietly in a luxury tower in Moscow, reportedly addicted to spending long hours playing online video games. I'm not familiar with this publication. I looked it up and it does seem like a real German newspaper. H learns from his contacts that the Assads are able to move freely in Moscow. They employ bodyguards from a private security company paid by the Russian government. Bashar al-Assad lives in 3 apartments in a luxury high-rise with a mall downstairs, which he sometimes visits. And otherwise, he spends hours playing online video games. Crazy shit, dude. The question on everybody's mind was, what the hell is he playing? It is journalistic malpractice to not tell me what game he is gaming on. Also, be sure to follow me on Twitter at With a Y. You had people putting bets on like what game it is he was playing. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if there's like an actual Polymarket betting poll you can sign up onto before like the end of the week passes. My bet is on Satisfactory. There's something about that look that tells me this guy doesn't mind devoting a few thousand hours to the pursuit of efficiency and automation scenarios. Fortnite. We played duos together yesterday afternoon. He's cracked at Fortnite. Somebody dug up this old fucking video, which I have never seen before, where he's literally talking about playing video games and how it works.
Fighting terrorists is like a video game. You can destroy your enemy in the video game, but the video game will generate and regenerate thousands of enemies.
Fighting terrorists is like playing video games? Like, holy shit, dude, what the fuck? And like, he clearly has like some base level knowledge of how that shit works. And then you had people doing the jokes where it's like, Assad Gaming. It just really reminded me of that one Hitler gaming account that was going around and everybody's like, what the hell is this? It's real, streamed over a year ago, but Hitler Gaming was a real YouTube channel. I think what most people think of when they get told this though is like this tweet from ages ago. One time I had a dream neo-Nazi scientist created a clone of Adolf Hitler to command the Third Reich, but the cloned Hitler thought that sounded lame, so he just became a Twitch streamer and played video games for a living. Assad Gaming is real. Like, some people think like there's genuinely going to be a Twitch streamer section on his wiki page next. I mean, if he gets bored and he does kind of miss the public eye, I suppose that would be a pretty sensible career pivot. The shit that's got me rolling the most though is people talking about him like they want him to hop on the game with them. Listen, we can set the war crimes aside. Playing a few matches of Fortnite or like maybe some shit obby game on Roblox, this would be life-changing for me. And there's one person I think we all will have our minds go to is the most equipped to interview a guy like Bashar al-Assad in this context. Connor Eats Pants on the scene already. If you see this, fans would love to see you join us on Fortnite Friday. That might actually be an incredibly powerful rehabilitation tool for al-Assad's image, just being seen in like really domestic and kind of relatable circumstances. It's how you whitewash and launder anybody's reputation. What's his Steam handle? You have people trying to see like what his goddamn library looks like. Wow, I could be getting killed in Call of Duty by a real killer. They probably don't let him outside. Probably doesn't have anything else to do. I mean, we saw from that article earlier that, at least from reports, he's walking around pretty freely in Moscow. There's no way to know if that'll last forever, but here is an obvious AI response. Even leaders need downtime, though this is next level quiet life. He's not even a leader anymore. Controversial take, he should start playing. It would be awesome if he played EVE Online. I could understand finding it novel that like a former brutal dictator who has now been deposed and lives in the equivalent of a cavern plays the same games that you do at night. It's like a funny way of saying, damn, he's just like me for real. In different circumstances, I could have been the evil dictator with like a military at my beck and call, but just being straight up like, huh, That would be really cool if he played the same games as I did. Maybe I'll run into him. I'm a big fan of Bashar al-Assad. He just did great work while he was in office, that's all. I fucking can't, dude. I can't. And this one's cracking me up. Like, some people are just trying to spread the good word of whatever their belief system is, no matter the circumstance. God bless him and guide him to the Holy Orthodox Church. I don't think you're gonna be getting the results on that one that you want, big dog, but it is what it is. Now, I think it's more likely that al-Assad is really playing online games. I really think he should probably be keeping it to single-player stuff just to avoid any unideal connections or run-ins. But it is more likely to be something like what's described in this tweet, where there's like some poor little preteen out there who is going to get emotionally unloaded on by a really drunk, down on his luck Bashar al-Assad in the wee hours of the night. This kid is gonna have to put up some generational numbers to stop a guy in as shit of a situation as al-Assad from killing himself. A 12-year-old listening to a deposed dictator drunkenly trauma dump on him because they both got put on the same team in Minecraft Bed Wars. The idea that I could be in a tournament like Block Wars and I get teamed up with Bashar al-Assad. He's actually really good at spleef, if you didn't know. I remember when I first saw this tweet on my timeline, I was almost certain it was one of those kind of parody accounts that just tweets really funny shit. Like, it's like, oh yeah, I would see something like this on Daily Now or some shit, or the HFR podcast. The choice of controller here is what makes me laugh, because I'm pretty sure I've seen this stock 360 controller image plenty of times, but the implication is that Bashar al-Assad probably had his prime gaming days on the 360, and he's like a truther about that generation to this day. He's a real 7th gen defender, man. Like, he is only playing Call of Duties that go up to Black Ops 2. Anything beyond that, he is just saying, I think that's when the series really fell off. It's not for me anymore. Al-Assad and me in Hello Kitty Island Adventure. Oh my god, just fucking end of Dark Knight Rises. I ran into him on old school RuneScape. He gave me 1,000,000 gold for a small fishing net and said, "No one will believe you." Well, I believe you, rigmarole, because we have corroborating evidence. What the fuck is Rust, the official Rust account, doing in here? Listen, brother, we have your IP. We know you're playing on our servers. We know you're playing the game. PSA to parents, your kid's new internet friend might not be a child at all, but a war criminal. Scary. Your COD squad after Assad's fall.
I'm evil Pomni. I'm evil Ragathon.
Oh my god, dude. Who is out there making these fucking edits? Like, who has the idea to, like, put Bashar al-Assad next to the amazing digital circus? Me after seeing how the best ophthalmologist of Syria revives me in Battlefield 6. If you didn't know, Bashar al-Assad was never actually meant to go into politics. He was like a surgeon who trained in London, and then his brother, who was the original heir to the throne, died. So he came back home to, you know, take up the mantle of evil dictator who represses his population. Bashar al-Assad's life is so funny. Like, imagine being born the son of a Middle Eastern dictator, going to university to become an eye doctor in London, return to your home country and rule with an iron fist for 24 years, then retire to Moscow to play video games all day. It's like a one-of-a-kind historical trajectory of not just like a world leader's life, but of anybody in all of history's life. I don't think you could name me a person in all of the halls of human existence that has lived something quite as unique as that. And do you really want to be the guy who tries to do it again? I'm gonna be honest, I think I would have been happier if I had just stopped at like the eye doctor and worked a well-paying job until I retired, and then I did all the video game stuff. I would have skipped the brutal dictatorship and being considered a war criminal by the rest of the world, unable and unsafe to travel for the most part, not able to see any of the friends I made before I became that dictator. I would skip straight to the video games. I would just do the eye doctor shit and then retire, play video games. So, you're a former Middle Eastern dictator. Yes, by the way, do you like League of Legends? That shit is so gold. My thing is, like, I'm just not convinced that he's totally online gaming, and if he is, he's probably stuck behind the Russian firewall or like only playing on Russian servers. We'd need like a guy on the inside who can like figure out exactly where Bashar al-Assad's IP is and like just track his gamer tag through that. Do you think if like somebody blows the whole thing open, Bashar al-Assad just decides to say, fuck it, let's go all in. I will actually do a streaming career. I'm sure Kick will take him, man. There's like no fucking rules in any of that. It's like the worse of a person you are, the more of a selling point it is for Kick to try and contract you over there. Anyways, that's all I got. If you guys have any thoughts on Bashar al-Assad gaming, Bashar al-Assad plays Minecraft part 300, be sure to leave them in the comments. That kwytebox email's in the description if you guys want to send me any video topics. Anyways, piss off.